Well, hello there ladies and gentlemen, you're back with Deck, and today we're playing a brand new game. We are playing Universim. The Universim, what would you do with the power? Well, hopefully build a planet that looks somewhat like this, because that looks absolutely awesome. Not my world, by the way. I've spent some time off camera playing this. I've probably got just over 10 hours into this. I've started so many games again and again because I just didn't like how the base, well, the civilization had turned out. My current playthrough, I've got to energy, but not to this level. I mean, these have got just everything, absolutely everything. It looks dead cool. I will warn you, this is a little bit of a slow-paced game, at least to start with. When we get going, it does pick up pace more so. But yeah, I think we're just going to jump right into a new life, and there's a little bit of a talky bit at the start, so once the game has loaded, I will shut up. I love this loading screen. It looks dead cool. Dead cool. It's a dead pretty game to say it's like pixel art style, but I like that look in a game. I really do. I should have got all the sound right. Let me know if it's a touch too loud, but I guess I'm going to shut up now, so
Wake up. Wake up, creator. This is the beginning of your story. It starts with nothing. Nothing but an infinite void. However, you, with a single touch, can awaken the light. And so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond. They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. Is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere. A creator's purpose was always that of an observer, to simply admire the fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends. Yet this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand. Ah, here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a rare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night. Warmth and cold, and water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed. It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance. This is your purpose now. Their very existence rests in your hands.
So, that did seem like it was a little bit loud. Apologies for the start of that. I did manage to turn the volume down midway. Well, it was near the start of that beautiful introduction that we got to the game. It obviously doesn't take into account my in-game volume settings, which I did not think. So, the first thing we've got to do is place our epicenter. I do actually want to turn these tips off, because I kind of know how the game works already. We want somewhere that's potentially close to water. Well, we want to be near what you'd class as some form of sea, I think. You know, a nice big water source. I want a nice big open area, if I'm being honest, and this actually looks brilliant. We've got a bit of a mountain in the middle, which we won't really be able to build on. But I've got desert close, which will be useful for things later on. Yeah, I like this bit. We've got a bit of a bottleneck there as well. Well, we can actually bottleneck all of this later on. And again, I'm like trying to forward plan, but we shouldn't really forward plan too much. I think our epicenter could go right about there, really. Evolution tower, even.
Take a look at your new subjects. They're called nuggets.
There's our little nuggets.
Largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece.
So we've got Elu and Adali.
And Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will ever know or achieve.
Right, so there's a little bit much to get to grips with the second you jump into this. So that's a residential area. They will build residential areas of their own accord, as and when they need them. I mean, they're going to need them because they're going to need somewhere to populate the planet with. Down in this corner, we've got the research panel. Now, this is overwhelming to start with. You can get all the way up to aerospace engineering and stuff. In my own game, I have got to... I actually thought I'd got further. I've just researched these. So I'm up to there on my game off camera. Which is why I want to forward plan a bit. But that's probably about halfway through the game looking at all this. It's absolutely ridiculous how much there is to get. But we've just unlocked our primitive tools. So there's axes and hammers. I think the first thing we'd like to get is water wells and water wheels. Now, there is a little bit of a description. The descriptions don't always help out. Like this one. Water pits bring water nearer to your workers, which in turn leads to higher productivity. It completely cuts out the usual travel time required to collect this vital resource. Now you just need to find a way to stop nuggets from chatting around the waterhole for too long. So there's a little bit of joke with it. The only thing I really read is the effects. So that unlocks a water pit for me. This will unlock the water pump, and this will unlock lights in buildings. So we want all of them going. I would like fishing unlocked very early. Oh, if you look just at the top, I would move the cursor, but you can't see. Just at the top of these boxes, it shows you how long these are going to take to unlock. So we've got 30 seconds, 1 minute 30, 45 seconds, 6 minutes. So I actually think we're going to take that one back off straight away. We'll get the primitive cooking going. We don't need these straight away. I think we can get fishing after that. But that's some research going. I have got the game paused at the minute just while I explain a few things. And I love the narrator. I have put the subtitles on down at the bottom. I think I like him because he really sounds like the dude that does Optimus Prime's voice. I don't know why. I always like to have this up. Again, a little bit overwhelming. We've just got basic resources. So you've got food, wood, stone, herbs, you know, planks, bricks, etc., etc. We'll unlock those as we work our way through. We've got our little building menu down here, and we've got all different things that we've got to unlock. At the minute, the only thing I can build is an archive, which isn't exactly going to be that important, because all that does is allow us to save. Then we've got powers here. I won't be pressing that button, because I've got that bound to tab. We get some god powers. We can rejuvenate. We can Lecupidon. I probably said that wrong, which actually tells people to go and breed. And we've got telekinesis, which allows me to pick things up and throw things and protect our little nuggets that we've got. But anyway, I think
nuggets are all unique.
I'm just going to pause it because he's interrupting me at the minute. We're just going to let these dudes build up for now because they need a residential zone to start with.
Another. Although there are some things that are shared between nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and water, a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them. Ah, I smell progress.
Yeah, he smells progress because we've started unlocking things. So if we go into utilities, we have got a well. And I think... Where would I like... Now, they don't always build residential... In fact, that's our tower. Yeah, they don't always build residential things in areas that you'd really like them. I do probably end up deleting more of them later on than I should be doing. But we can get a bit of a well down there. They're not going to start building that yet. I'd rather than prioritise this. Because they are going to need an abode. And that is getting built up right now. You know, I'm very tempted to start recording with my headset on just because it's louder than me having speakers on.
The sweet aroma of learning.
Right, we just unlocked our water pumps, which we can get, I think, tucked across behind these trees. We don't want to go mad with these yet.
This message is quite odd. Beware of the trees. Well, that's obviously nonsense. Not to worry, I'll just put that over here in the garbage pile. Here's another message that makes more sense.
Excuse me.
This is quite a beautiful planet. Try not to ruin it, will you?
The guy does talk loads to start with. He does quieten down in a little bit. We've got a message from our nuggets. So, dear creator, we don't mean to sound like we're complaining, but we're having a tough time doing all the work with just the two of us. Is there any way we can expand our civilization? Maybe bring in a few extra helping hands? I sincerely hope there is an easy way of going about this. One that does not involve months of discomfort and weird cravings followed by hours of excruciating pain. Kind regards, Elu. Well, you're not going to like this.
Knew anything about reproduction, creator? I don't think you're doing this right.
So if I get you to come and partner up with this dude,
in the air.
They should both head back to their abode. And they're quite happy with that. I received 2 believers, which I will explain to you momentarily. Up here is the amount of nuggets that believe in us. Up here is the amount of population we've got. The more believers you get, the faster you regenerate your creative power points, which we're going to need to actually be able to do anything. Excuse me. Now, I do want them to get the well finished before they move on to the water pumps. Because otherwise they're going to end up going and drinking out of the lake, and that's not going to bode very well for them. Let's have a quick look at our research, because we can start getting even more stuff going. Oh, it's been a little bit crazy. Let's unlock water storage after that. This will affect water wells. It doesn't mean they get an upgrade, though. I mean, there is some tips in these as to what they do. Right now, it's a crude implementation of the system, but it will allow for the construction of your civilization's very first well. Alright then. Well, we're already making one of those. But let's just queue a few things up. Get cooking utensils as well, because that's going to reduce the amount of time it takes to actually cook things.
Would you look at that? A little baby
Oh, we got
nugget.
twins.
Aren't they
No, we didn't.
adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Yeah, I like my nuggets. Anyway, we've got another message from our nuggets. Dear creator.
Is this really what you want to spend your time?
I'm just going to pause the game so he doesn't talk over me. We are struggling to agree on names for our first little ones. Adhed, I cannot say his name. Adhi? Keeps wanting to call them something trivial like stick and stone, and I'm about ready to break his bones. Get it? Stick and stones break. Anyway, I suggest some more appropriate names, but he believes I'm trying too hard. Can you please help us settle this argument? I'm on it. You know what? I'm just going to be a douche. No, because they're already called stick and stones. You are going to be called Adam. You are going to be called Eve. Just because that's nice and simple. And by the way, I will say this on the very first episode, if you want to name a nugget that's working at a particular building or whatever, please let me know in the comments on any episode that you see, and yeah, I'll throw some viewers into the civilization. Hopefully I don't get you killed straight away, but beautiful. So now we've got 4 followers. They love the names that we gave their children. Well, she loves the names that we gave their children. I don't think the dude is all that bothered. But 4 believers is quite good early on. Out of 4 people, that is. So, yeah, you can't really not do that. I do kind of wish you'd have built more than one residential area. So, it is a little bit of a waiting game, this one, early on. I wish you'd get this well finished. You have come to start building the well. Wonderful news. What are you doing about these two? I mean, 2 pumps to start with here is going to be a little bit excessive because they can't exactly carry much. Oh, you're going to that construction site. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Where are my little dudes? They're over there. They're going to have to form their own family when they're old enough because I need to get the population up quickly. Well, not quickly, but at a decent speed. So there's our little well. Our nuggets will come over this way to have a drink and hopefully not poison themselves by coming across here anymore. Right, can we focus on one of these? Primitive cooking, that unlocks our eatery. Let's prioritise this one. Oh, no, didn't mean to go in there. If I press B and come across here, we've now got our eatery. So, we're going to get fishing docks early on. So I'd like the eatery to be close to the water, I think.
The summer sun is excellent for slow roasting a few nuggets.
That's just telling me that it's now summertime. Thank you for that one. Yeah, eatery over here, and then we can get a few fishing docks. 2 or 3 should do early on. I'm not focusing on them straight away, though. Now, can I help these dudes? Because they're taking quite a while. If I get my telekinesis god power on...
we're doing
I can grab some of the stones and throw them into there. Now, we are going to need a fair few for this. And you don't really get many stones from each of these giant boulders. I just want to speed it up a little bit. And yeah, I probably shouldn't waste this many telekinesis or god powers even. But I've brought all the stone that they need for the pump. They just need to get the wood now. And with that being prioritised, hopefully they're going to go and do it quite quickly. Have these two grown up? Yes, they have. So you can see we've got a pink and a green node.
If you try enough times, maybe it'll work.
It's because I clicked on the tree. He does take the mick if you keep partnering it with a tree. Although he might have just said that one.
Have you read the instructions properly?
Yeah, he takes the mick.
Oh,
so let's group Adam and Eve up.
Together.
I know, it's a very, very slight problem. Grouping those. Oh, you're not building another residential right there. Like I say, I'm not always pleased with the locations that they put these things in, but it'll be fine. Help Adam finish his hut. Dear creator, I heard that you have the power to create miracles. I've been trying to build a hut for Adam. Shut up. Hut for Adam and myself to live in, but I fear that I have thrown my back out with all the heavy lifting. Oh dear. I can hardly lift my hammer now, let alone collect all of the resources I still need. If I just get a few more materials, we can finish our dream home. I think Adam 2... Adam 2? Why is one called Adam 2? Is the first one called Adam? What? Might leave me if I don't get this finished soon. I'm sure somebody with a far larger set of muscles and a luxury hut will sweep them away. I bet they'll have a splash pool too. No, they're not having a pool yet. Right, let's try and help Adam finish his house. So I've not really got many creator points to be able to do this with, but I can throw a tree in there. I didn't want that to come up. And a tree and another tree.
You're looking a little weak, creator.
So that's all the trees sorted. I'm not going to have enough creator points to do this. Throw a stone in there. I need to find one more stone, but I need to wait because I've only got 2 god points, or creator points as they're called. Hopefully you don't finish that without me. Come on. You do get points quicker as you get a higher population, and that's why I got them to go off and breed, because I want them to produce quicker. Up here we've got a little bit of information. That's how long the civilization has been going. temperature, wind. This little bell here will sound the alarm
This water
at a
pump
later
system
date.
is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
Oh, we've got our 5 points, so let me grab one more of these stones, and that finishes that off. We've finished back-breaking work. Thank you for your help. Our hut is going to look magnificent. However, I have to be honest with you, I feel like I let my insecurities get the better of me. It turns out Adam 2 wasn't planning to leave me. They've been going out so much lately because they're trying to organise some extra muscle. Thank you, though. We can probably finish the hut on our own. It's been a great bonding experience. It didn't even get me any more followers because I've already got all of the followers. But we've got another residential area now. I think we'll work on the eatery next, so let's get that prioritised. And what else can we do in the meantime? Not really much. I was explaining what's up here. We've got the day-night cycle, godlight. I don't think you can see it really at daytime. It lights up when you get closer. We've got the speed up here, as you can see. I've already got it on 2 times speed because I've been using hotkeys. I didn't even realise you could take screenshots. Not like that anyway. I was just planning on using my my normal button. What have we got over here? This will bring us back to the epicenter. We can bring up a list of all the people that we've got. At the minute they're all labourers because we've got no jobs going. Down this way, the amount of oil remaining on the planet, the amount of gas remaining, and our trees. Because if you build too many trees, if you cut down too many trees, sorry, you kind of ruin the atmosphere, and we don't want to be doing that. That brings up all the notifications and stuff, but I tend to ignore a lot of those. Right, get that out of the way. To explain a few things we've got across the bottom. So this is food, total stored food versus total cooked food. We've not got any cooked food yet because the eatery is not finished. This is our water. So we're producing 20 water and consuming none at the moment. That will change very shortly. Power we're miles away from. And you can actually change what 4 resources are on this bar, but I don't pay attention to this bar because I have the bottom one open all the time. Have you not finished that off yet? Come on, dudes. Come on. It is ready to be built. This one, not so much. They are all gathering stone still. You know what? If I deprioritise this, then hopefully somebody's going to come across and get this fixed up. Where are you going? You're heading home. I was hoping you were going to go and build for me. We've got something else unlocked if we go into here. Ah, our fishing pier. So like I say, this is going to come across near the eatery.
It'll be a while before nuggets develop their sea legs. Fortunately, a seasick nugget will attract more fish.
Yeah, I'm not fussed on that getting done straight away. Do not disturb. Anybody care to guess what's going off in that hut with the love hearts coming off from it? Yep, we're getting a new nugget. Right, I think we need to work towards this next, because this gives us might increase +1, nugget accessories, and unlocks the engineering hut, which I do want to get down like right now. I also think we'd like to get storage areas unlocked, just so we can keep all of our resources, you know, somewhat confined. I do end up splitting them into different areas at a later date, but for now it's not really going to matter. I was just looking. Because I could have, in fact, I'm not really close to many stones. I've got a giant mountain range over here. That's going to be nice. I was just wondering about my first stone areas. Not that you've got to worry about that yet. Is this being built up? Oh, they finished the residential. Good nuggets, good nuggets. Right, let's prioritise this one next. That is already being done. Well, this can go prioritised after that one. How many abodes did you build there? You built 2. Wonderful. So now we've got enough room to get a little bit more in. Oh, water storage has been completed. That unlocks our reservoirs. So, where would we like to build these? Possibly over this way. We're going to need reservoirs through winter.
Everyone relatively alive and happy. They do seem to brew some interesting beverages, though. Apologies. Look at all of those colors. Isn't fall beautiful? Someone should really make a painting before you lead the planet to ruin.
Right, I'm actually going to deprioritize that because really I need a reservoir, like, right now. Let's assign a nugget to this as well. Have we got any hard workers? No, we've not. I think Eve can work in the kitchen.
It looks remarkably unqualified. But then again, so do you.
Anywho. Yeah, we need to get a reservoir built up, ready for winter, if at all possible. Because otherwise, we're going to run out of water, and I don't even know if they can drink from the lakes during the winter. That's a thought. But I don't want people dying due to dehydration. Admittedly, my well is up and running. Where is it? It's right there. They are tiny, these wells. They do get bigger later on. And I don't know what these are. They just put little things down everywhere. Oh, we've got our well upgrade. Not that I want to get that just yet. I think I'm already overloading them with different stuff to do. Although we are only at 4 believers out of 6. Although the other 2 are children. Maybe if I just show them a little bit of my telekinesis.
So, you've uprooted a tree.
Yes,
now
we got 6 believers now. So that should bring me points in very, very slightly faster. Come on, get this reservoir done. I'm going to help you. Let me try and get some big bricks. We'll throw that into there.
Just out of curiosity, how good are you at foot rubs?
Foot rubs? What are you at? 5 out of 15. We need more stone. And I shouldn't keep helping them with everything, otherwise I'm never going to have any believer points. Creator points, that's the one. I will keep calling them all different sorts of things. I'll probably stick with God points. There's 5. I was going to say, please don't grab the tree. Oh, did I throw some stone into the water pump rather than the reservoir? That's not good if I did. What are you bringing in? Looks like stone from up here. Very nearly there. We've got our cooking utensils, so that food cooking time reduced by 2 seconds. Good. And I think cooking oils.
And upwards.
Should I go for cooking oil right now? It takes 5 minutes 30 seconds. I don't think so. I think I'd like to get the town hall unlocked. Can I even do that? Have I not got to get shamanism first? Let's go like that. And then get the calendar unlocked. Because we're going to need the calendar. Oh, we've got our temple. Oh, you would face it the wrong way round.
You look a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions. But you'll learn everything in time. On your own. Without bothering me.
So, this is our temple, which they do build of their own accord. This little bar up here shows whether you are loved or hated. At the minute, we're about neutral. Fair enough. Our regeneration is rather slow. If I was to sacrifice somebody to this, it would give me a certain amount of points. I'd say that's probably about 40 points if I killed somebody. I'm not sure that I really want to kill people yet. We've not got a big enough population. Now, in this game, I've never been an evil god. I'm normally the kind, caring god because I like my points coming in at a regular pace without killing off the population. But, I don't know. I may have a change this time? I don't know. So, down here you can now see that we've got 2 food stored. It's not really enough, though, is it? I'm hoping they're going to finish this reservoir, like, right now. You've got the stone done. You look like you're chopping down a tree. No, you're gathering food. Fair enough. Ah, it's being built. Wonderful. Let's get our fishing pier next on the priority list. Come on. Get the reservoir up before we get into winter. It can't be far away now. Oh, yeah. You can see down here the red 6. We are now consuming 6 water. Is that the eatery that's consuming? Yes, this blue circle means we're using 6 water. This yellow circle next to it is the electricity. Not that we're anywhere near that yet, but we'll get there eventually. Oh, yes, we will. That's the reservoir done. Very, very nearly. And sorted. Reservoir is complete. So that is now going to start saving us water. As you can see on the 3rd tile along there. We're not going to need much water early on because we're only using 6. As it gets further into the game, you're going to need masses and masses more water. Ooh. That unlocks me the engineer's workshop. So I'd kind of like to get everything that we've currently made in. Admittedly, it's a bit wasteful placing it down this way, but it's going to catch everything. And I am going to get more things along the docks, so, well, across the shore, should I say. So I would like that to go in right there, but the fishery, even, is going to be more important for now. Because I need a source of food coming in. What are we on? We're still on 6 followers, sorry. If I got enough points... Excuse me, I could actually get them to go and, you know, breed again. And we've got enough room for one more family, which is actually kind of nice. Because it saves them building residential areas everywhere. Now, this is a bad one, because this has only got 1 house in. This is a little bit better.
In a few reservoirs,
because it's got 2.
If not, trying to survive winter with your pumps frozen solid will probably convince you to.
Already beat you to it. Our reservoir is there and it was filling up. Now our pump is frozen. So we're requiring 6 water. Hopefully that's going to last me long enough.
The first snow of winter has fallen. I hope you have a nice pair of fuzzy slippers.
Well, we're in winter now. Our first winter. You do get a god power at some point. I don't know if we've got it already. No, we've not got it already. You can change season. I don't tend to do that. Although it is sometimes beneficial to do that because you do get like wolf attacks and stuff. But you can fight them off yourself. In fact, I could have... We've got 2 very, very nice water sources here. Maybe I can get more fishing over this way and another eating section over there. I'm planning it out a little bit too much ahead of time. It might not work out like that. Come on, I just want to get the fishing pier done, and then I could probably call this an episode. In fact, surely I have got... Ah, have they already made their own family? Where's my mouse cursor gone? There. Not yet. I thought they were old enough by this point. They are not. We unlocked our storage zone. I'm not that fussed about that straight away. We will get one down at some point. Oh, that's the godlight that you can see. It is rather bright. Yeah, it's blinding. They're going at it again. I mean, I'm not complaining. You've got 2 children already. I just wanted to make 1 more family. But if I don't have to use my points, then that's also good. You're finishing up another pump. God damn it. I wanted this finishing up instead. It is nice that they do things of their own accord, but I like a little bit more control sometimes. Still, getting 2 water pumps this early on is not a bad thing. We are very, very nearly out of water, though. If you look down here, we've only got 200 stored. It's going to be close. I'm not sure we're going to be able to survive the winter. The pump is now ready to go when it's unfrozen. I think we'll leave them with the jobs they've got for now and not overload them. But would it be worth getting a central warehouse? I think it would be worth it.
Is starting to get a lot of nuggets down, creator. By that I mean face down in the dirt.
Yeah, we've actually run out of water now. Although I'm sure we're close to the end of winter. I hope we're close to the end of winter. I'm going to get rid of that message, although it'll probably keep popping up. Well, no, because I've not got other buildings that are using water.
Not only construct buildings, they also repair them. If you have a look around, there are a few structures in dire need of their services. Hint, hint.
So what he's on about is this building here with the red little circle over it is getting low on health. So we can actually help that along. If I get rid of this, and we can rejuvenate that, which does also get me another follower. Is this being built yet? No, you need a bit more wood. I'll use some telekinesis then, shall I? Because I need to get another believer anyway. Hopefully somebody will see the flying trees and start believing in God. How about if I wave the tree above you all? No? Right, fishing pier is basically ready to go. I do need this engineer's hut to be finished as well, though, because that will save me having to repair buildings manually. So I'm just going to throw a few trees across this way. And another one. I like it how they're going for the reservoir that's not even prioritised, rather than this that is prioritised. There we go. That's got a nice amount of trees in. Let's give you a little helping hand with some stone. I think I'll leave it there. 20 points is a nice amount to have still. Shamanism unlocks our hospital. Oh, unlocks the witch doctor, even. But if we come into here, I'm fairly sure it is called a hospital. I mean, I can get this place down straight away. I'd rather not keep placing things, though, because then they start not really paying attention to what you want them to focus on. That's a problem I've had in my own personal games. And people just... Yeah. They end up doing all sorts of different things that I don't want them to do. The fishing pier has been finished. We have got you, and I want to make sure I get the right one.
I couldn't possibly imagine a better...
They've been paired up. And now, hopefully, yes, they take up the new family home. So, that's another set of nuggets being produced for us.
I just read that latest message.
Oh.
It's a real hoot.
Emergency message.
Maybe they
I'm
could
begging you
actually
for help.
use
Our
some
family is in complete shambles. Our little baby boy, Chatibio? Chatibio? I can't say that. Was playing outside just a minute ago. I usually have my eye on him, but I got distracted by our neighbour's lizard barking for the 5th time today. I keep telling them to put it in the other yard. When I look back, his name was gone. One of the couriers says they saw him chasing a butterfly in the woods. There are wolves in there. My wife's gonna kill me. Please bring my boy back to us safe and sound. I'll be eternally grateful. Also, if you're feeling generous, we'd really appreciate better neighbours. I'm on it. Right, I'm actually going to pause the game. We are looking for... And this would be easier if my volume was louder for me to hear. We're looking for a circle of wolves. Well, actually, just slow the game down because we've got 5 minutes.
I hope you find more than just bones, creator. Every nugget counts.
Come on. I found him 2 out of 3 times so far. He's there. No, we don't want that one. We want telekinesis. Thank you. Just yoink you out of there.
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
It's because he's flying. And I will just drop you
What are you
right there.
staring at?
And that unlocks us a park. Beautiful. My little boy is home. He's a bit shaken and we're still... My internet just died and it tabbed me out of game. Thank you. Oh, did that message go away? Damn it. Well, it's a good job this game doesn't need internet, isn't it? Because otherwise that would be marginally annoying. Yeah, the fishery is unlocked and ready to go. I'm just going to start putting... What's that one? Sure-footed. You're lazy.
You've told them we don't cover dental, right?
I'll put you in the fishery. Have we got our engineer's hut up and running yet? No, because it's not prioritised. I'm sure I prioritised that. And look, they build little Christmas trees and stuff. But I think that's where we're going to leave our first episode off. Again, it's a little bit of a slow-paced game to start with, but I hope you'll find the charm of it to make up for the slow pace of it. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go with this game. I don't particularly look at how many views my videos get. If I want to play a game, I'm going to be playing a game. If other people want to watch it, then that's fair enough. I know that's a little bit arrogant, but yeah, if I'm not really enjoying a game, then it's going to transmit, isn't it? And you're not going to watch it as much if I'm not enjoying it and you're not enjoying me enjoying it. Yeah, it's a big circle. So yeah, I'm not sure how far we'll go with this, whether we'll go all the way to the end of the game or not. It's not actually a finished game yet as well. I'm sure it's still early access. As you can see up here, it does say beta 5, so it is a work in progress still. But it's a very polished game to say it's in beta. And I hope you guys are going to join me along the way and we'll see how it progresses together. But yeah, that's going to be it for the very first episode. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, and I do really appreciate it if you like the very first episode. It helps draw more people in, and hopefully I'll get more views, more subscribers, and be able to get more content out to you guys. If you'd like to see some more of this style of content, feel free to subscribe. All comments and feedback greatly appreciated as always, and don't worry, I don't take offence to it. If you've got any tips for me, please either post them on the comments or get them into my Discord server, which is also in the description below. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!